spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
And they wrap him up, but... He gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The give on the inside. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He's got him this time, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harrison. Across the 25, he's got room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1, and explosive explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Vols trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tennessee! They grab the early lead. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Dropping back, it's McDonald. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Staley. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that, when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Scanning the field, it's Osborne. Dances away. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 4 over Stanford. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move, it's Underwood. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Dropping back, it's McDonald. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to pass. Grabs it in the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the first down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
Grab behind the line. It's Underwood. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Floating away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Tennessee 14, Florida Atlantic 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now adjusting. Fires downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught over the middle. It's Harrison. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Sweet cut there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to it. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Underwood. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo! Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He looks that one in nicely. Knocked off his feet.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. To the air, it's McDonald. Pulls it in. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Fast motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Brings up second down.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Osborne. Release to the back. Finds his man. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That one comes out hot down the right side. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more concerned, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Black 24. Black 24.
Run in the red zone. It's Underwood.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Cobra.
On the run, it's Underwood. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Motion from the offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. The Owls headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Trying to push their way into the end zone on third and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on third and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He turns it loose to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
You get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Osborne. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And the Owls in the hurry up.
Slide 22. Slide 22. Dino. Terrier. Lion. Gaucho.
Looking downfield, it's McDonald. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Rita. Lizzie. Flair.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That incompletion brings up third down for the offense.
Tuna. Hornet. Squirrel.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snags it over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Tennessee, 21. Florida Atlantic, 10.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He'll start this drive firing. Tosses it incomplete.
Down towards the receiver is incomplete. It leads to second down.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's almost to that first down marker there. He's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Now on third down after that run. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and in those third and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 21, Florida Atlantic 10.
The Vols have their offense in high gear. The corners are walked up tight.
2-9 Philly. Flip it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. With this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
These players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
The AT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Wake Forest. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He spins that thing down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Lost one deep down the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown Owls.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Osborne. Gets open down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Got his man.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They'll run the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Discards a man.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense.
Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
To the air, it's McDonald. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Then it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot, and they executed that play beautifully.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owl.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about round the Grove for a long time.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Freeman. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they